Hi, this is Adriana McTamney reporting to you from Channel 9 at the Mayor's Office, and today I have a special guest with us, Dale Elbeuf, who is the Recreation Director of the City of Vineland and the Superintendent of Parks and Grounds. Hi, Dale, how are you?
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Good. And can you just tell us a little about yourself?
Well, I'm a native Violander. I grew up on Chestnut Avenue. My parents owned Elbeuf's Florist for 49 years in the city. Um, Growing up as a young boy in the city of Vineland, I played a lot of sports throughout the Vineland programs, Little League in South Vineland, Babe Ruth, Connie Mack, played in the Vineland Midget League football programs, and then went on and graduated from Vineland High School in 1972, where I played three varsity sports, baseball being my number one sport. Actually played baseball for Cumberland County College, and then continued later on in adult leagues. Um, then I started work in Atlantic City. I worked in Atlantic City casino industry for 21 years. Came back to the city of Vineland and took a job in zoning and code enforcement. And then in 2006, I was transferred over to the recreation department, where I now hold the position, and which I love because I'm supervising the programs that I participated in.
That's wonderful. And what brought the perfect game to Vineland?
Perfect Game, the family, the Barth family, I have known for a long, long time. When I was coaching for South Vineland in the senior league, the 15, 16-year-old division, we used to compete against Joe Barth and his team that were from Brooklawn, New Jersey. So a lot of times we were on opposite sides of the field, and had a lot of good times playing ball against the Brooklawn teams. And then the Barth family had called me, and they wanted to come down and set up an interview to present the perfect game, and that they thought that I could help them out with it. So we met in my office, and we talked about what perfect game needed as far as tournaments and fields and accessibility to different amenities in the city, and I was very excited about it. So I immediately took it to the mayor and spoke to the mayor and the business administration and city council members. We brought in the Vineland police chief, EMS chief, and fire chief, and all the support groups, because this is a big undertaking. You know, there's a lot of people. We're looking at about 3,500 people coming over a course of about 8 weeks. I want to thank the people that really helped support it. Sandy Forsiski from Economic Development, and Dawn Hunter from the Greater Chamber of Commerce. They immediately got involved and helped setting up meetings, and really coming together with the whole fruition of being able to support this type of undertaking. With the hotels, the situation, getting the information out to restaurants and convenience stores, letting them know what kind of impact this would be to the city of Vineland. I also want to thank Inspira, who sponsored all the bags that were handed out with the information packets to all the players from all the teams, and it was just a lot. It was a lot of people to thank that got involved. We also had to set up tournament directors. So I want to thank the people that participated in that. John Malatesta and Jimmy Haig took care of Vineland High School. Bob Dickerson, Pete Ward, they took care of East Vineland. Myself and Andre Lopez handled Romano Field. I want to thank the South Jersey Seminoles. They were very instrumental in providing another field for us, which helped make it a little bit easier to handle the impact. Doug Stasic, Brian Costanza, people down there. And then the special thanks goes out to the Vineland Board of Education. Dr. Mary Gruccio, the athletic director, Don Robbins, the board president, Gene Medio, and the principal of Vineland High School, Dr. Tom McCann, who also embraced this whole tournament and gave us a beautiful facility to showcase our championship games at. So that was, it was a win-win all the way around for everybody.
So what has been the level of play for the perfect game?
The level of play. Well, these are above average athletes, okay? They play on travel teams. They pay to be a part of these organizations, and they travel all over the country at different tournament spots, and they are showcased. And there's a lot of college scouts, even professional scouts, that watch some of the level of play. It goes from 13-year-old up to 18-year-old. And there was some outstanding talent. I mean, it was just amazing to watch the baseball play.
That's wonderful. And what can you tell us about the players and where are they from?
Okay, the players are basically from Connecticut. It's the whole Mid-Atlantic region. Mm-hmm. Connecticut, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, and Washington, D.C. There were some individuals that I made note of that I thought were totally outstanding. There was one young man, 13 years old, and he has a national record. His name is Liliopaxia. He was invited down to a showcase in Florida, a home run contest, before he got to this tournament, where he was at the Florida Marlins Stadium. And he hit the longest home run ever recorded by a 13-year-old in the nation.
Wow.
It was 419 feet. That's remarkable for a 13-year-old kid.
It's amazing.
There were two other pitchers. One in particular, his name was Zach Altanese. He's from Old Bridge, New Jersey. He's 6'4". He's a sophomore. He was touted as the #1 sophomore pitcher in the nation. I got the opportunity to watch him, and he was amazing. I was talking to some of the college scouts that were there watching him, and they said the same thing, that he probably won't even get to college. He'll just probably get drafted right into major leagues. Another gentleman that was 6'6", 180 pounds. His name is Jason Groom. He's from Barnegat High School. He was unhittable. And in the final game when he was pitching, the team from Maryland, after 4 innings, surrendered. They gave up, and that was the championship game. So the talent was unreal.
And what has been the general impact on the community as a whole?
Well, obviously the impact is economic. It was a great economic boost for the whole community. The hotels were sold out almost all 8 weekends. The 4th of July weekend, there was not a hotel room to be found from here all the way up to Cherry Hill. The restaurants, Bennigan's was standing room only. I know that the Black Olive and Larry's 2 restaurant were very pleased with the amount of people that visited their establishments. Rita's Water Ice, ice cream places around town, Wawa's. I mean, it was a definite economic boost. I know I went into Walmart, and I happen to know somebody that works there, and that was over the 4th of July weekend, and they asked me, like, how many teams are here? It was like they were amazed the amount of people that were coming into the stores. So that's the definite plus. The sides of the con, or minus side of it, was, I would only say I saw not a great support from Vineland people coming out to see the games, and I don't blame them, because at the beginning there was a fee. It was $10 to come out to watch the games all day long, which we got waived after the first week. So all Vineland people, all Vineland residents, were free, as long as they had an ID to show. If it was a high school kid, or someone that had a school ID that showed that they're Vineland, they could come in for free. Also, the timing. The timing was during our All-Star postseason play, so a lot of kids that are involved in baseball were involved in their postseason play. So I feel that might have been a big deterrent for them not to be able to come out and watch the games. But the big game is coming up, and that's the end of August 28th to September 1st. We will be hosting the national qualifier, and there's 96 teams coming.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be huge.
So how have the games gone so far, would you say?
The games, as far as the level of competition, well, it was excellent. It was excellent. And you're always going to see an error. This is baseball. You see it in Major League Baseball. I mean, nobody's perfect. But I would encourage anybody that's watching this from Vineland that has a young athlete, female or male, to encourage bringing their child out to watch this, because you can see the intensity, the focus of the athletes. They're all business. They come here. They're having a good time, but they're concentrating on performance, and it's amazing how these and they're good academic students. They know that they're looking for, hopefully, a chance to go to college and continue their education as well as play baseball.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Dale. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome.
And I hope to see you guys out at the baseball field.
Hi, we also have another special guest with us today who will discuss the perfect game of Vineland, and that is the Honorable Mayor Ruben Bermudez. How are you today?
Good. Thank you so much, Adriana. It's good to be here with you. And in case the audience that are watching us this morning, they're probably wondering the scenery around here, what they're looking at. Just to let them know you're at the mayor's office, but you're also at the patio of the mayor. So it's a great place to be. The sun is out. You can see the view of our city. What a perfect day. Is it?
It's beautiful out. So can you answer what has been the actual, how has this all come about, would you say?
Well, what happened was my director from the Recreation Department, Dale Elbeuf, came to me and said, Mayor, we have a great opportunity to bring in the tournament here in our city of Vineland, which they call the Perfect Game Super 25 tournament to our city. I said, great. I think it's a great idea. Bring them in, and we'll have a meeting. And that's how everything started. Came in, we had discussed about it. They brought in the people that are behind this, and I said, great. I said, what a great way to showcase our city.
And what has been the general impact on our community?
It's been a great impact in our community, especially to our business community. It's unbelievable the business that they've been able to get throughout these games. They go out to the restaurants, they visit our different businesses in our city, our malls, whatever, but it has had a great impact in our city. I'm proud of that.
That's great. And have you been able to attend any of the games?
Yes, I did, Ariana. I was able to attend the early games finals, and I met a lot of good people, and it was awesome. The players that I've seen there, the talent that they have is impeccable. And I met some good people from out of town. And just to let you know, one of the people that I met there was someone from out of town, and his son was playing baseball in the finals, and we got a chance to chat a little bit and talk about our city. I told him what we have here in our city, and he says, you know something, this city looks really a nice city to come to. It's quiet, and I'm interested. Then believe it or not, not too long ago, he visited my store and came to see me. It was in the afternoon sometime, and he came to see me. Matter of fact, it was on a Saturday. It was on a Saturday. Came to see me, says, you know, Mayor, I'm thinking about talking to my wife, and there's a possibility I'll be moving to your city. I said, great, look at that.
Wow.
It'll be another good taxpayer in our city. So I said, great. So I was proud of that. So, and what's happened actually with this book that they put together, I want to thank especially the Greater Chamber of Commerce and the Grapevine put an excellent book here so people can look at, read the history, because Vineland is known as big in baseball. I'll tell you, when I go out to these games sometimes, the parents especially, they're gung-ho about the game and their kids when they're playing. So I think Vineland has a history of great players, which I looked through here very briefly, and I see names such as Dick Erickson back in the 1930s. Look at that. A great player that I see here that I know of, friend, which is Don Money, the Money family. Great people, I know him personally. Darren Ford, who played with the San Francisco Giants. And also, I guess, Darren Ford, also Teddy Ford, his grandfather, also played way back. Don Money played for the Phillies, by the way, just in case people wonder if everybody knows that. But the one that's really outstanding to me here, I was looking at this, going through it, the guy that's really outstanding to me is Mike Trout. Amazing young man. I know him personally. I know his father. They've come to my store when he was young, graduation, proms, whatever. And I know him, and I knew someday this kid was going to make it big. I like something he said here, and I'm just going to read it to you real quick. Trout seems to be able to adopt tunnel vision when it comes to blocking out what people are saying about him. I read that part. That really hit me. Not only do I feel that he has tunnel vision, not only tunnel vision, but he has laser focused vision also. Look what I just said. He's laser focused. No matter what's his surrounding, what's going on, he stays in tune, and he stays with that baseball in his mind. I want to be the best player ever. And I'm proud of him. He's got great talent, and he's got unlimited potential. So I'm proud of him. He was born in Vineland, by the way, okay? He's not from, but he was born in Vineland. However, he was raised, of course, in Millville. Great family. I'm proud of him. We're all proud of him.
We are. Well, thank you so much for coming out. I greatly appreciate it, Mayor.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Ariana.